What is up, YouTube and the Monster Club? It is yours truly, the life of the party, the young go-hard, and the king of the club scene. Of course, I am the Party Monster, back out with a brand new video, back in the house with Monster, and in today's video, I thought I'm going to do something 100% different for this channel. In this video, I'm actually going to be doing a review on the new Netflix series, Sneakerheads. I thought it was only fitting because, of course, I am a sneakerhead, and if you guys are watching the channel, more than likely, you guys are sneakerheads as well. So I'm going to kind of just touch over Season 1 real quick. I'm going to go over the basic premise of the show, the things I like, the things I didn't like, and yeah, and that's actually going to be leading to a future channel that I'm going to be hoping to put up very soon. It's actually a channel I used to have called Monster Cinema Club, the channel where I review movies, TV shows, all that good stuff. So I kind of wanted to sort of test the waters with this channel and kind of give it some hype a little bit and everything. So yeah, I'm going to hit that real quick, and hopefully you guys, like I said, enjoy the video. And as you guys can see, I am supporting my Rays and everything. They're in the World Series. Unfortunately, it's not going very well right now. I actually threw this jersey on, and I kid you not, they just started losing out of nowhere. So maybe it's a sign I probably shouldn't wear a jersey during the game. I am very superstitious when it comes to stuff like that. But anyway, we're going to cover the series. And before I do that, I want to kind of show you guys a quick little pickup that I picked up today. These are the Yeezy Quantum Bariums that I got for $200 at a local store called Foam City. So shout outs to them. And yeah, a slight scuff on the one, but whatever, it's not that big a deal. It's still a dope shoe. And yeah, so hopefully kick back, grab yourself a cold one, and enjoy it. Okay guys, so Sneakerheads is a Netflix series that's produced by Complex. It stars Alan McDonald, Andrew Batchelor, aka King Batch, and Janara Cordova. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing her name right, but basically, our main character, Devin, is a retired sneakerhead. He has his life together. He has a wife, kids. He's living the dream. He's got a big house, living in LA. And one day he decides that, you know what? I want to get these Jordan 4s because they have so sentimental value to me. Like, this is the shoes that I think he proposed to his wife in those shoes. Something like that. No, prom. Something like that. But it was basically a shoe that he had re-released, and he said to himself that I'm gonna go get these shoes. So he goes to a sneaker release, and he runs to his old friend from high school, Bobby, played by King Batch, and that's kind of how the series starts. Basically, they kind of reconnect, and basically, Bobby is the a-hole. Like, Bobby gets this dude into so much trouble throughout the entire series. Like, every idea that Bobby has is just dumber and just more perceived by a dumber idea. Like it gets crazy. Like, there are so many times in this series that one or two good... someone just had just said no, there'd be no series. But I get it. It's a comedy, like, stuff has to happen to have a plot. But yeah, it's basically the whole premise. All kinds of conflicts ensue throughout the series. Definitely have to say it had its funny moments and definitely was entertaining. It's definitely one of those shows that I'm glad I watched. It did have its cons, however, and it did have a ton of pros, but I'm gonna cover both of those. And okay guys, I want to cover the positives first. And I gotta say, this series had a lot of love put into it. You can tell by just the attention to detail and just how accurately this show portrays the life of a sneakerhead and the sneaker culture and lifestyle. I get it. Some people that aren't into sneakers will not get it at all. But for those that do, you'll totally understand the whole cycle of being driven by emotions on how you're attached to a shoe. Hell, I was personally attached, well, I still am kind of attached to the Jordan Concord 11s. Like, I went through hell and back to get this shoe, so I'm definitely with my man Devin when it comes to getting a pair of the white cement 4s, which I do own a pair of, but it's not my favorite. But like, I get why you can be attached to a shoe so much. Like, I totally get it. Like, I went through hell and back to get that shoe. Like, it was not fun at all, but I got it, and I have a story to tell for the rest of my life. But yeah, like, the first 10 minutes, this dude is deliberating well, I have this adult life, but I still kind of want to get these sneakers and get back to the sneaker game. I mean, unfortunately, I kind of got in the sneaker game really late, so I didn't really have it where I was in high school and everything and was into shoes. Like, I got into shoes like after college, so I really was late to the game. But I'm really in it like deep now. Like, I will go to a table at work and say how much I like my customers' shoes, and we can have a conversation based off that. And I actually have a plug now because of just working and just knowing the sneaker game and just knowing the values of shoes and everything. So it's definitely something that I feel like if you're into sneakers, you'll totally get it. Like, you'll totally get the whole waiting in line and going to these different stores, and they have the influencer, they have the plug, and they like kind of hit those points so hard. But and like the fact that they have real life consignment stores like Cool Kicks and Flight Club, that was a really dope touch. I really dug that. There is like one store that just kind of made it look like a consignment store, but whatever. Like, if they had put like Round 2 or something, that would have been really dope. But and they have really cool sneaker cameos. Like, I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, 'cause I want you guys to check out the series. But if you're into sneakers, you'll recognize who these people are. Like, they got some cool ones. And yes, I have to say, as far as like understanding the culture, they did a great job. But I have to gotta keep it real and say I was like only the first couple episodes. Like, it goes off the rail later on, but the first two, they nailed it. Okay, guys, we gotta get into the negatives, and before I do that, I gotta have another drink. Okay, guys, so the first negative is the fact that there is a character named Stewie who brings literally nothing to the table. He doesn't have a good idea. They say he has money, but you never see him like do anything with it besides buy shoes. Like, he brings nothing to the team. He's just there. And also, they do have a lot of cool cameos, like I mentioned earlier, but there's also one that they bring up in name only. They don't show the celebrity, and it's definitely in an episode that brought nothing to the series. It's definitely one of those episodes you're like, why is it here? Like, it has a side plot that they only talk about really for a minute, and they never bring it up again. And I don't know, it's just really confusing. And there's also another name drop of a celebrity, but they actually do have a person with that name, but it's not the same person that you're thinking of. But they also kind of reference the other person and not the person that's in the episode, which is so weird. If you've seen the episode, you totally get what I'm saying. But yeah, that's really the only negatives of the series. And the fact that they had a cool concept with the female plug and her not being taken seriously in the sneaker game, which they totally could have taken and ran with that, made it a bigger point of discussion, but they didn't. It just kind of touched on it and they just kept it pushing, and that's definitely one where I feel like they dropped the ball. Like, this series could have just, like, I get it's a comedy, so they don't really have to like touch on anything seriously like that, but it would have been kind of cool if they like made more of it. And granted, they had the influencer character who is only in a couple episodes, and he really does nothing when he's in the series. Like, he I don't know, he could have been a bigger deal, but I don't know, it's just things like that that just kind of sort of take me out of the series. But at the end of the day, I thought it was really cool. It's just the little things that they threw in. And there's what, like I said, there was that one episode that made no sense in the whole series. Like, it sort of worked with the whole point of the situation that was going on, but I feel like they really just wanted to take a vacation. That's why that episode exists. And yeah. Okay, guys, so overall, I gotta say the series was pretty dope. Yes, there were flaws and things that I would love to see them correct in another season, but overall, I thought it was a really cool show. If I had to rate it from 1 to 5, 5 being the best thing I've ever seen, from 1 being straight garbage, I would say this is definitely a solid 3, because yes, there were things I really enjoyed, but there also were things that could have been improved upon or definitely expanded on. But definitely, I say it's a dope show. I definitely recommend checking it out on Netflix, and I think you're going to really enjoy it. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Definitely share with a friend, and if you feel the vibe, hit subscribe. You guys can follow me on Twitter at PartyMonster1 and on Instagram at PartyMonster05. And until next, remember, party on, dudes. Peace.